Hello everybody, Real Beautiful Beauty here. Okay guys, this is something that I haven't used in a while, but well, I've used it I started using it again maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And when I used it when I was a teenager, and I also used Oxy, Stridex, and of course everything else every teenager always uses. And I used it when I was a teenager, but I don't remember liking it that much at all. You know what I mean? But now I like it. You know what I mean? I like it. So I started using this early this summer. It was so hot this summer. I was working out. I was sweating. I was running all over town. I was running all over the world. I was going everywhere. I was doing everything. You know what I mean? And I was sweating and I was working out. I was all over the place. So, I used this about 3 years ago, and I remember like, hey, about 3 years ago, I was really feeling this product. I was really liking it, and I had more of a memorable experience than I did back when 15 or 16, which was actually not that long ago, but obviously, your skin's definitely going to be different, respond different. But I also think being 15 and 16, I was like an over obsessed with my skin teenager, because I'm the person that started using skincare when I was roughly about 8 years old. So, my skincare obsession is pretty much lifetime for me. And I think I overuse the product, but I love this stuff. I love it. Now, I will say I don't use it every day. I use it a few times a week, and these are the Stridex pads. This is the alcohol-free formulation. That's very important to get that, the alcohol-free formulation, because it's less drying on the skin. It dries your skin out less. So reach for the alcohol-free if you can, always, okay? You know what I mean? And that applies to a lot of skincare products, especially astringents and things like that, okay? So this is the alcohol-free Stridex. This is the maximum strength, and it says there's 90 pads in here. Soft touch pads, maximum effectiveness, fight against acne. Okay, the ingredients here: 2% salicylic acid, and let's see, is there any benzoyl peroxide in here? Not that I see. I don't think. Basically, I'm seeing salicylic acid. Okay, so I love these after I work out, after I exercise, after I am so sweaty and I am so greasy and I am so grimy, and if there's makeup in the mix, it's like, look out. You know what I mean? It's like, for me, look out. And I do not know, and I have friends that do this, and a lot of the world does this. I do not know how people enjoy working out wearing makeup, because it makes my skin feel so yucky. You know what I mean? Makeup, sweat, working out, it's like ick. Okay, so I like using these pads after I work out. It doesn't dry my skin out, and the texture of the pads are they're not very rough, or not too rough. So it has a semi-exfoliating action to the pads, and I love them. I just love the way they feel. Started using them again about 3 years ago, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go back to those. They do have a fragrance to them, like a menthol-y type of smell. So, but usually, like when I'm working out, after I work out, I will go outside and kind of drink some water and go for a refresher of my skin, and I use them outdoors, because I don't really love the fragrance. Honestly, I don't. You know what I mean? So, here's the ingredients on the back of the box. Hopefully you can see. Salicylic acid, definitely active ingredient. The ingredients are, where are they at? Are they down at the bottom? Nope, that's the directions. Well, hopefully I'm showing you in the right direction. And if the font was not so microscopic and hard to see through the camera, but But also I was going to throw in there, I do still get, I never really wasn't very, I didn't have acne issues, you guys. You know what I mean? A lot of people, my friends, were so plagued with acne. It was like so life controlling and controlling their life. But I never had that. I mean, I would have other problems, you know what I mean? I would have other issues going on and things like that. But I was very lucky, really, with acne. But, you know, I still do get like along my chin line, I will get that hormonal breakout. Like period time comes around and it's like ick, you know it's coming. And the dreaded, you know, chin acne that goes along with hormones and hormonal, oh, you know, it's like, oh, you know, the struggles of being a woman, you know what I mean? Okay, you guys, so I'm gonna let you go. It is what it is. We could talk about some of this stuff all day. You know what I mean? I like these. I recommend them. I buy them at usually just like Walmart or iHerb. I think I bought them last at iHerb. I will link them up in the down bar below. Love you guys. Bye, handsomes. Bye, beauties. Bye, everyone. Take care.